I think this video was only a matter of time before I actually made it, and we all know that GameStop's video game presence has been declining year after year after year. Before COVID, after COVID, it has just been going down for various reasons. We're not going to dive into that because it doesn't really matter. Now, I will preface that the video game market itself isn't crashing. I do think there is a great space for vintage video games, for nostalgic video games, consoles as well, collectibles, whatever, all that kind of lumped in. I think there's still a great market. You see conventions, you see a lot of local vintage video game shops that do very, very well. So this is not a me kind of bashing on the video game market. That is not the case. It's more so of GameStop, how they've been a failing business over the last handful of years. And as we can see here, there's been a post made that GameStop CEO said in a video, and I tried to find this video actually, and I wasn't able to find this video. So if anyone has the link to this video, please drop it in the comments. I'd love to take a look at it. But in a supposed video, that they are becoming less reliant on video games and shifting focus towards collectibles, trading cards, both sports and TCG, as well as grading. GameStop is literally becoming a local card shop or a trading card shop instead of a video game store. It was only a matter of time before this video was brought to you by my loyal patrons through the channel membership program. Pledge today and receive exclusive perks, benefits, early access to videos, and more. Link in the description. They actually really said, hey, let's actually sell cards instead. It was a cool little thing for people, hey, you can grab a couple of Pokemon packs, you can do some grading at that time. And now they're going to be selling in this image, looks like Monopoly Prism, which is a Target exclusive. But we already know that GameStop goes out and scalps product from Target and Walmart and these big box stores because they upcharge on this stuff. I mean, they've made several posts that were going to upcharge up to 30% or 30% minimum on Destined Rivals. I know Journey Together had an upcharge. They're no longer doing pre-orders on products. So it's just like GameStop's business plan or business model at this given point is just so confusing, especially with this announcement that they made a couple of days ago, where I know it's kind of hard to see that they bought Bitcoin. Like, why make this post? I mean, I know it's super small, so I'll read it to you guys. Grapevine, Texas, May 28th, 2025, Business Wire, GameStop Corp, GME, GameStop or the company today announced that they have purchased 4,710 Bitcoin. That equates to just under $500,000. I think $500 million. Excuse me. I think it's like $490 million. So this is my question. First of all, two questions actually. First of all, why make this post? What does it matter? Why do you need to let your followers on Instagram and social media know that you bought all this Bitcoin? Makes no sense to me. Let your shareholders know, let your partners know, let your investors know. Fine. I just think a post about this is kind of stupid, whatever. Hey, do whatever you want. The second question I want to kind of pose is, why are you taking, if you're struggling in the whole video game niche and you're trying to transition into the more trading card collectible grading space, why take that liquid cash, that liquid capital of almost $500 million and buy a ton of Bitcoin? Is it a good investment long term? Maybe. I mean, with the way that Bitcoin is, the trajectory of Bitcoin seems like it. But how helpful is this 4,710 Bitcoin for GameStop in the current moment of time or within the near future of a year or two when they could have taken that liquid capital and invested it into the development of offering more sports boxes or Pokemon boxes, or step up the grading and the collectibles, or maybe even have a rebounding space for video games if they kind of wanted to push some more chips into that pile, but it definitely doesn't seem like that they're doing it. So again, it's just a very confusing approach from GameStop, again, to make this announcement and to take that liquid I mean, how many times have businesses filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy just because they didn't have the liquid funds on hand, or they've made stupid investments? Now, again, long-term investment, I think this is a great decision. But as a business, especially one that's been kind of on the fritz, I don't think a super long-term investment of nearly $500 million is the best plan. My opinion. I definitely want to hear your guys' opinion down below in the comment section, because maybe I'm missing something. Maybe, hey, Murph, them doing this will help them survive the next 25 years or whatever. Hey, Murph, maybe it's because they want to, withdraw, cash out all that Bitcoin in 5 years to be able to spend it on this. And those are some plausible reasons. But for a company that has nearly $500 million in cash on hand, in a company that has been nearly on the brink of bankruptcy, in my opinion, if it wasn't for Pokemon and now sports cards and grading, it's a little confusing. I mean, if they're going to pivot and transition to becoming more of a sports and TCG shop with collectibles and grading, all the power to you. But wouldn't you need a complete rebranding instead of GameStop? Would you even consider that? I just think there's a lot of questions that GameStop needs to face, the CEO needs to face. I'd love to watch this video if I could ever find it. I mean, I'll try again afterwards, after I make this video. But again, if I can't and anyone does have it, please comment down below. I definitely want to know if it actually exists and if I'm able to watch it. But yeah, I mean, it's just my reaction as a local card shop owner. That's like literally me being like, hey, let's shift our focus from trading cards and, sports and Pokemon cards to video games or comics or magazines or whatever. It doesn't matter. Collectibles, Funkos, whatever. So maybe I'm missing something. I think it's me also overreacting because I'm kind of annoyed with GameStop and a bunch of other places, Walgreens, CVS, Ace Hardware, selling trading cards. I mean, everywhere. It's like the 90s all over again. Every other store you go to, they have Pokemon cards to some degree or sports cards to a degree. And I think it's a little bit annoying. I mean, everybody's trying to cash in on this huge Pokemon IP right now. Same thing happened in the early 90s. Every convenience store, every drugstore, every small business, every big business had sports cards. 91 Fleer, 91 Tops, 91 Score. Every place had it. Now with Pokemon booming crazy like it has, all these companies and all these businesses want to get in on that and cash in. I mean, I know Cumbies has Pokemon packs. Dollar Tree has Pokemon packs. Five Below. I mean, it's not that hard to find Pokemon packs these days, or sports packs for that matter. I mean, with GameStop originally kind of wanted to dabble with Pokemon, it wasn't too far out of the ordinary because there's a ton of Pokemon games. They had a ton of collectibles, plushies, t-shirts, accessories, stuff like that. So it kind of made a little bit of sense. And of course, you can kind of also counter that argument by saying, oh, well, Murph, they sell sports video games too. And it's just like, it's not the same, right? It's not the same, especially when you know GameStop is a scalper. I mean, how many times they even said that they went out on the secondary market to provide product. You can see it in this image right here, right there. Actually, no, I gotta do this way. Right there. That's Monopoly Prism. That is a Target exclusive. No card shop, no big box store outside of Target, no online retailers is supposed to have that. Unless you take it in for a trade, unless you go out and actually buy it and try to upcharge. It's just like, do people really want to support this? Are people really going to go out and support this? I know there was a couple kids came in like, hey, this other local card shop, they scammed us. They gave us resealed packs and we'll never be going there again. What happens if something like that comes out with GameStop? What happens when they're caught in action of scalping, whether that is at Target or at a vending machine or Walmart or wherever it may be? Then what? I mean, a 1-star review for GameStop is not going to really do anything because people are still going to go there, even though they're not getting MSRP prices anymore. So you can't even make that argument. But if someone like myself was scalping at Target or anywhere else, oh my God, I would never hear the end of it, and I would have 1-star reviews up and down my Google page. This hobby, as I like to say on Hobby Talk with Ricky, this hobby is consistently inconsistent. And there's so many people in this hobby, they're all going to have their opinions and preferences. But when I'm seeing lines wrapped around the building at GameStop for a product that they're charging well over MSRP for, product that they're possibly scalping, product that's possibly not even available to someone in the middle of the line, it just really makes me scratch my head. And no, I'm not jealous. No, I'm not envious. No, I could care less about what they're doing. But I do want to react at the facts. I do want to make a reaction video because this is important for the hobby. I'm very happy with what I'm doing in my own lane. I'm growing exponentially. I'm growing in areas I didn't think I could. The shop's doing well. We just had the release for Destined Rivals yesterday for me recording, and it was the best day here at Murph's Card Town ever for a release day. Why should I complain? There's no reason for me to complain. There's no reason for me to be jealous. So it's just, I think I'm ranting at this point, so I'm going to kind of cut this video here, guys. But let me know your comments down below, your thought, opinion, comments, concerns, questions, whatever you have about this topic. Let me know how you feel about GameStop transitioning to CardStop, so to speak. I kind of see that's where they might be going in soon time. But yeah, comment down below, smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't considered subscribing, check out the channel membership program. I would definitely appreciate your love and support. I've queued up an excellent video right there for you that I do believe is going to be excellent for your hobby endeavors. Hopefully, I'll see you in that one. Bye.